Hello everyone, welcome back to the SMT Marathon. I don't hear the game. Now I hear the game. Welcome back, my name is Sion. This is my second one for this marathon. Today I'll be running Devil Children Messiah Riser. Some people have said that this is basically a sequel to A Strange Journey, which is why we slotted it like this in the schedule. So, people wouldn't have a big whiplash from going to Strange Journey to this. And, I can see that. I can definitely see that. So yeah, Messiah Riser. I'll explain more about the game as we go, so I'll just get started. It's going to be a wild ride for all of you that have, never seen this game. A bit quiet, thank you for telling me you know how this goes. Now the game's too quiet. I'll just raise myself a little bit. Game. Hopefully that's better. In this game, I actually... Okay, I do have an issue. Right as I wanted to transition, my mic arm has disjointed itself. So now... Oh no, I'm loosening it instead of that. Okay, people, I am so sorry. Please bear with me as I try to reattach this. Okay, there we go. We got this. Can we keep the scuff in the... I think this is no scuff. This is realism, okay? This is, I'm telling you what speedrunning Devil Children and Messiah Riser entails. It entails your mic unattaching itself right as you want to start the run. So yeah, the timer will start right as I press Hajime Kara, which means begin. And so let's just get started. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so the Devil Children Messiah Riser is a spin-off of a spin-off. Some of you might have heard about Devil Children, which was a spin-off that Atlas came up with to try and ride on the Pokemon wave in the 90s. So they basically made a child-friendly version of Megaten called Demikids. Protagonists are children. They summon demons, but like child-friendly version of the demons, and they go across the world. Lucifer is still there. Lucifer is still Lucifer. But other than that, everything is relatively child-friendly, other than the, pentagrams and everything. And then they made Messiah Riser, which was a spin-off of Demikids, which is a second generation of Devil Children. And Messiah Riser is actually a real-time strategy game. So, no turn-based battles here. This might be the only reason why this game is relatively easy to understand for viewers, because you have to do with obviously the game is not localized, everything is in Japanese. But, you'll understand everything as much as you can with a real-time strategy game. So the story of the game goes like this. In Demikids, we kind of fight like the bad guy and stuff. And Amy is one of the characters, that's the girl there with purple hair. She lives in Valhalla, which is one of the worlds in the Demikids world. And her village gets attacked all of a sudden because these demons from this so-called Imperial army are kidnapping demons. And now we... Amy, where are you going? Amy, you're going the wrong way. Amy! Hey! Sorry, I don't mean to yell at the mic, but you're gonna hear me say that a lot, because the movement in this game is quite wacky, to say the least. What do you want? You're already here, bro. You're already here. Okay, now I have to move them both. Basically, it's just a tutorial on the movement. You can move two characters at the same time, you press on the character, you move them to the spot that you need them to move to. And yeah, her village got attacked, so she has to run away. And this guy, the little spiky Dekarabia looking man, is helping us run away. These demons come by and they try to attack Amy, and he's like, I'll hold them off while you go. I'm going to save. Can I save? What? Yes. What? Hold up, my game does not want me to save. I might have not changed my settings, which would actually let me save. You know what? We'll be fine. It's okay. It's okay. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. It's okay. So yeah, Amy reunites with Jin and Akira, which are the protagonists of Demikids, Dark and Light. And Lena is also there. She's also a character in the game, but she is kind of useless, I'm not gonna lie. They've all come to the time tower because they all had the same dream that something like darkness was lurking and the evil was coming back to Valhalla and stuff like that, which was technically what the Imperial Army wants to do. So they all came to the time towers to try and figure out what's going on. And then the demons actually followed Amy. They reunited with Amy. Amy explains that the village got attacked and these forces called the Imperial Army are kidnapping demons. And then these demons show up, some demons from the army. But thankfully, Rand and Gale, Rand is this little guy, and Gale is the blue one that you'll see very, very soon. They show up because they sense Jin and Akira in the time tower. Showed up right on time to come help. And now you actually see like the battle mechanics of this game. So you can move, you have like a normal attack that you can set to attack a certain enemy, and you also have your special attack. Each demon has a single special attack. You can't change it, so relatively simple. And you can also summon other demons, which we'll get a tutorial for that on the next stage. Yeah, not a lot of saving that will be going on in this run because I literally can't. So I'll just need to be careful. But this game, it will be fine. This game isn't very difficult. This game is pretty easy. And the special attack is actually... Special attacks most of the time can be stronger than a normal attack, but they take some time to charge. Whereas a normal attack, you just kind of attack every like 5 seconds or so. So most of the time you will actually see me use normal attacks instead of special attacks. So we rush to the village, we meet with the red cap guy. He's still alive, thankfully. And he's actually gonna teach us how to do recruitments now. So recruitments in this game are kind of interesting. If you've ever seen recruitments in a Demi-Kids game, it kind of goes like this. You talk to a demon and then you get like an emoji response. So they based the recruitment mechanic. They based the recruitment mechanic in this game off of that. So you just walk over to the soul of a demon that you killed, and then you get an emoji response as a reply, and that's kind of how you know if you have a chance of recruiting a demon or not. But the recruitment mechanic is a little simpler because it's basically just based on your alignment. So Gale is a dark type demon, so we talk to this dark type soul of a demon, so we instantly recruit it. Like we know we're going to recruit it. If it's one that's opposed to you, then there's no shot you can recruit it. And if it's like, any other alignment, then there's a chance, but it comes down to chance. Now some other demons also follow us here, so we're going to fight them. Now we have a tutorial about the energy balls. That's the blue ball that's rotating over there. Those energy points are what's needed for you to summon demons. What is he doing? Yeah, I know about the energy points. Come on, let me summon a demon. So we get 15 for each stage. That's like the amount that we start with. And then you can pick up these extra ones that are usually spread out throughout the stage, so you can summon more demons as you go. In this case, I summoned that sheep and the sheep demon that's electric type to fight Mizuchi. I summoned Mizuchi, which is a snake, to fight Gurun because that's the fire type. The types are relatively simple and intuitive, and we just kind of kill them very quickly. There you go. Now there was these two other demons, but they recognized they were a devil child, were a demi-kid, so they run off. They're like, we don't want anything to do with this, you guys are too strong. And off we go to the next one. And this one, Akira and Jin have kind of been traveling together, but they're actually going to split. So for most of the upcoming stages, we're going to be playing as either Akira or either Jin. And as you can see as the category, this category does Akira's route. Because at some point we are asked to pick one or the other. I'm going to summon the sheep, and then I'm going to summon Ame no Uzume, who's going to help me heal. I'm going to set already to attack to the Ame no Uzume, and the sheep is going to attack the Mizuchi that's over here. There's always a couple of demons that are kind of just wandering in a specific path in the dungeon, or well, in the stage in this case, and we want to attract their attention so we don't have to like follow after them, because that takes forever. Was ever released in English? No, this was never released in English, unfortunately. I do think this game's kind of fun. So it's kind of unfortunate that it wasn't released, but that's just what it is. Shiri the Uzume is cute, right? It's a pretty cute demon. Right, I didn't even explain why I summoned her, but Ame Uzume has Dia, that's her special attack. For most stages, we're always going to summon one healing demon, for obvious reasons. We can, so we don't die, you know? And now they're explaining the alignment chart. As you can see, light and dark are opposites of each other, so they're super effective against each other. But they're also like when in this case we're going to Akira's route, so he's going to be dark type, and when we fight light types, we kill them very quickly. We can also get killed by them very quickly, so we have to be very careful when we approach light type demons. Always have a healer close by, and then all the other types just kind of go in a circle. So fire is super effective against ice, ice against wind, wind against earth, earth against electricity, electricity against water, water against fire. So for this stage, I'm going to first summon a gnome. And I'm actually not going to do anything else until I do so. I'm going to put this pixie in the back, because pixie is also kind of annoying. And I'm going to attack this sheep. The reason why I want to attack the sheep first and foremost is because that sheep actually has Dormina. And they can make us stall. And if she accidentally, like the sheep accidentally puts us to sleep, we lose so much time. So it's always kind of a risk. Don't go there. Always kind of a risk to try and pass by it in case, like this, you get hit by Dormina. But you know, that was only one, so we're fine. I'm going to summon our own sheep. Pixie's just following asleep there, I guess. And I'm going to have the gnome come over here. Sheep you've summoned, so you attack. Pixie's just sleeping peacefully, I guess. And now you guys move over, attack that remaining angel. I would love for the gnome to come heal. You are a healer after all. Pixie, come attack. Yeah. For some reason the healers like healing from like really far away. The range is quite long, so I guess it makes sense, but sometimes it's kind of annoying. Like, look how far away it is. Anyways, the angel is going to die. And there you go. One more stage. This stage was just kind of teaching us that there's different terrains. So in this case, we have a poison swamp. If we cross by it and we're not a flying demon, we're gonna get poisoned. But most of the time, unless you're literally staying on the poison or whatever other terrain there is, you'll be fine. So now we're trying to head to Valhalla. So but first we have to pass by this like palace thing, tower thingy. So we are going to first have to face these demons. I'm gonna summon Mizuchi, a Zorimuchi, and a sheep. Mizuchi are summoned. Mizuchi is going to attack the fire type demons. I want the sheep to attack Mizuchi specifically. And then there's an Otohime. Shoutouts to the Otohimes in SMT earlier today. Otohime is kind of healing everyone over here, and I do not want to deal with that. So I want to try and kill the Otohime before it's healing everyone. At the same time, you can see like Jack-Lantern over there. Throwing Maragi. All the AoE spells are always kind of scary. So you want to deal with that. If I see that I'm getting low health, I'll just summon like Ame no Uzume or someone to come heal. But his attention is now busy with Zorimuchi, so... Everyone kind of has their own enemy to fight with now. Make sure you're not getting low health. And there you go. So the last stage before we enter the tower thing is this one, which is a different type of stage. There's going to be a couple throughout the game. It's a stage where everything you need to do is actually just get to an ending point. Like, you just need to walk to a certain point and the stage ends. So we will just rush past all the demons, try to get there as quickly as possible. So we just try and walk as quickly as possible past the demons, and we need to be very careful. Not with these ones are kind of just wandering around. We don't really care about these. If they attack us, it's literally whatever. We have enough health to tank everything. The problem is these ones over there, the sheep. Because remember how I mentioned one thing? Remember how I mentioned the sheep have Dormina? So you want to get there before they hit Dormina. If they hit us with Dormina, we are stuck there. And we probably would just die. So now we're inside. In this stage, it involves destroying these two pillars. We have like a fire and a ice type pillar. As soon as the pillars are destroyed, the stage ends. So I will first, obviously, summon my trusty demons. I'm going to summon Mizuchi. I'm going to summon the sheep. You'll see these demons a lot. Mizuchi, sheep. There's a lava rat, so we want Mizuchi. There's a Mizuchi, so we want the sheep. And I want Gale to start attacking the pillars, because we kind of don't want to neglect the pillars for too long, because at the end of the day, that's the win condition. Mizuchi is kind of done with the lava rat. Lava rat's pretty weak demon, so that kind of checks out. So I want Mizuchi to start attacking the pillars. It is not unusual for characters to kind of just die in this stage, because the pillars actually hit pretty hard. Okay, guys, now you're done with the pillars, so let's attack the... Okay, what is this sheep even doing? I told you to attack the Mizuchi. You're kind of just having my Nekomata die. I can't have my healer die. Also, you, please attack the pillars. So this speedrun is basically just me complaining about the AI the entire time, so please bear with me. There's going to be a lot of that. Okay, Nekomata, you're done healing yourself. Now I need you to like heal other people. Mizuchi, come attack the pillar. And sheep, you know what? You're gonna be like forward thinking. I'm gonna already set you to attack that pillar. Yeah, there's 0 chance you'll make it there, but I will make you attack that pillar. Okay, that pillar is getting certainly attacked. You guys are still alive. You're kind of dying, but that's fine. And now, you guys please just move on to attack the other pillar. The AI in this game has a thing where it needs to like be in a very specific position for it to feel like it's comfortable enough attacking. So sometimes you'll see demons kind of readjust themselves over and over in their position, like going up and down, until they've actually started doing something. But yeah, this one was actually fine. So yeah, we're okay. On to the next. This is my favorite stage. So in this stage, all you have to do, Jin and Akira reunite. We're going to finally break out of the tower, so we make it into Valhalla. All we need to do is destroy these walls and make it to the endpoints. You'd think that would be easy, but because of all the walls surrounding us and the movement AI that I just explained being extremely frustrating, it is not as easy as you would like. So yeah, as you can see, endpoint is just a couple of walls. How hard can it be, right? We have like 15 minutes. Actually, it's 5 minutes, never mind. It's 15 minutes for the other one. 5 minutes, alright. Just attack the wall, right? Attack the wall, Akira. It's not that hard, attack the wall. There you go. Come on, attack the wall. There you go, wall is destroyed, so now I need Akira to attack that owl, because the owl is light type, so I want to attack it. And yeah, poison me, yeah. Rand, you attack the wall. Okay, you're done with that, attack the wall. Kinda got poison in the process. Okay, come on, Akira, attack the wall. Attack the wall, Akira. It's not that hard, just attack the wall. There you go. Beautiful. Beautiful wall attacking skills. Okay, I'm gonna summon the Mizuchi, and I will advance with Akira, because as you can see there's another owl over there. And you kind of want to be careful with the way you move them, because you don't want them to... Where's the owl? Over there. You don't want them to get stuck on anything. Mizuchi, please attack the lava rat over there. Go after him, please. And Jin, you are my wall. Okay, Mizuchi, where the heck are you going? There's like... I literally told you, attack the lava rat. And... the lava rat is right there. Now Gale is attacking the lava rat. This is not your department. Like, this is not your spot. Where even is Mizuchi? Are you trying to go around? You can't go around. There's walls. Do you understand what I have to do with? I'm actually going to summon an Amino Uzume, because Gale is kind of low health, and I don't want to deal with this. So yeah, Mizuchi is still here. He did nothing. His only responsibility was attacking the lava rat. You know, the lava rat that Gale ended up killing. Okay, Gale is finally attacking the wall. Actually, I don't want you to attack the wall now, because I want you to attack this, actually, no, never mind. You kind of stay back. Of course he's not going to stay back. The one time, I need you to stay back. Okay, Jin, please attack the wall. I need Amen Uzume to heal Gale before he dies, because he's actually pretty low health. If he dies, we have to reset the stage. So, okay, Mizuchi, please go for that corner. I know you fit. Oh my god, nobody's moving. They're all stuck. Is he at least getting healed? He's getting healed. Look at this, like, he's literally doing nothing. He's just walking in circles. Akira, attack the wall. Like herding cats, yeah, yes. That's the best description I've ever heard. Okay, we've made it. We attacked the walls. This is the end point. Phew. You might imagine why I love this stage so much. And there you go, we made it out, they've all run away. We're going to Valhalla. We're going to Valhalla finally. Valhalla is, as I mentioned, is one of the free worlds in Devil Children world. And then we meet with Redcap, who tells us about it, like the rumors that he's heard. He tells us about how there's these 4 crystals that we need to gather. And that he heard that the Imperial Army is trying to get hold of this demon comp that you saw briefly, that gun thing. Also, I have to be careful here because this is where you choose the path. I really want to choose Jin. I don't know how to do Jin. But basically, yeah. There's this demon comp. The comps in the Devil Children games are guns. They're called the Devilizers. And in the game, we should get the Devilizer, we get the Kinglizer. I'm gonna mash very, very careful here. It's not that like easy to get the wrong one, but I'm taking no chances. Okay, there you go. Woo! We did it! Anyways, yeah. Devilizer, Kinglizer. These are the gun comps. Actually, not before Devil Summoner. After Devil Summoner. Probably inspired by Devil Summoner. And there's another one. There is another one called the Messiahlizer, which was the comp that was used by the Messiah, whoever that guy is, to... I don't want to say... to seal away this big bad demon. Which, fun fact, the name of the game is just Devil Children Messiahlizer. The fact that everyone calls it Messiahlizer is kind of just a translation thing, like the name kind of stuck, but that is not the name of the game. The name of the game is Devil Children Messiahlizer, I guarantee you. Because the name of the comp is Devilizer, like officially localized, and it follows the same naming convention. So yeah, the fire, what was I saying? The Messiahlizer was used to summon this demon, and now the Imperial Army is trying to get a hold of it to once again seal away the, or not seal away, to unseal the big bad demon that got sealed away. In order to do that, they need the energy of a lot of demons, which is why they're also kidnapping demons. And they need the crystals, the 4 crystals that we now need to go and gather so that they don't fall into the hands of the Imperial Army. And as you can see, I am now fusing demons. Fusing demons is also a feature in this game. In most Emi Kids games, you can have multiple instances of the same demon, so you'll probably see me have like multiple Mizuchi at some point. And you can fuse them. Fusing is highly recommended in this game, even if the game is pretty simple, because you just get access to demons that have more health, more strength. Comes down to the stats, really, more so than the level. And they have better skills, obviously. So I have a bunch of fusions to do. Thankfully they're relatively fast, especially now that we put the text to fast and the cursor to fast finally. The cursor to fast especially makes a big difference in the battles. And yeah, summon fuse the imp. We have the sheep, this so trusty sheep that has helped us so much. We're going to fuse it with the owl that was so annoying into an angel. And most of the demons that we're going to use come down to like 2 types of demons. You have the attacking demons that we're going to summon because of their type to go attack other demons. And you have the demons that are kind of just healing. Angel is one of the healing demons. Angel has Medea. Medea is just as good in this game as it is in any other game. And dare I say even more. Because in this game, the way MP works is that MP kind of just recovers as you're standing still. So you kind of can just use Medea over and over in a certain place. It just takes a little to charge. And fuse the Otohime that we fuse with Amanozaku that we fuse to fuse one of the goats of this run, Dynamis. Dynamis is once again a demon with Medea. It's a healing demon. It'll be fused into an even better demon later, but it's just a demon that's really tanky. And then we have Hippo and Imp that we're going to fuse into Zuriel. Zuriel is going to be very helpful in the next few stages because we're going to be dealing with this demon called Vampire that has Marine Karin. Marine Karin, like Charm, Marine Karin is already bothersome enough in any other game, but in this one, phew, it's really bad. Another thing we need to do is make sure we equip the demons. The demons aren't like automatically equipped onto our party, so you have to go over here and make sure you bring them to the next stage, otherwise they won't be there, and you kind of want them to be there. So yeah, we go into these wetlands, we see the Imperial Army demons, the vampire over there that I mentioned, has Marine Karin, so we fuse Zuriel because the vampire for some reason is electricity typed, even though it doesn't really have any electricity typed spells. So yeah, we go over here, get the attention of a couple of demons that are over there off screen, you don't even see them, including the vampire I just mentioned. And I'm going to immediately attack it. He immediately charmed me, like instantly. Thankfully the charm wore out very fast. That doesn't usually happen. Oh god, he charmed the Zuriel. That part's not as good. Him charming the Zuriel is pretty bad. I'm actually going to summon the angel, which I usually don't do right away. Yeah. Zuriel is really strong against the vampire. As you can see, does 30 damage per hit. So as long as we don't get charmed, we're fine. Can I get the angel? And we're going to attack this gnome. We actually want to recruit it so we can have an extra healer. I'm going to just set Medea on, just because I know they got a little hurt. And gnome is earth type, Zuriel is earth type, so we know this the recruitment is going to succeed. Just take a little long. For some reason, like the recruitment AI is really slow, so when you click on them to like try and recruit, it takes forever for the result to come on, even though you see the emoji for like 10 seconds. But anyways, just a quick side note. Obviously Gale got charmed again. I don't know what Gale has for the vampires, but he just gets charmed so easily. But that's okay, like the vampire is distracted, so we can attack with Zuriel, make sure he dies. Vampire dying is the most important part. Now the angel is charmed, okay. Oh, the angel died! That's okay, I actually don't care. We'll be fine. We're just going to attack that gnome that's kind of running away from us. This is probably one of the most annoying things. In terms of time losses, this is definitely the worst part. Just when the demons just kind of start running off in one direction. And you need to go after them. It takes forever to then have to move over to the other side. So, most runs, we try to optimize our movement as much as possible to make sure we don't have to run after demons. This is a marathon run, in my estimate, is still... It's not super, super generous, but it's definitely enough. I'm not too worried. Probably the thing I'm most worried about is accidentally pressing the power button, but I don't want to jinx it. Okay, and we get a Mizuchi as a reward. Now that we're doing official stages, we actually get a couple of reward demons depending on whether or not we did well. And most of the time in Valhalla we're gonna get a Mizuchi. Later in other areas we get different ones, especially if we did better. Like if you get a rank S, which I've only ever gotten one in a certain specific stage. So as far as I know, like I don't actually know the criteria that they have for the ranks of the stages. But if you get an S rank, you get like an S rank demon. Whatever. Anyways, from those demons that we kind of ignored, they were talking about how in the valley, like the valley that leads to the crossroads where we can access the other worlds, where there's actually crystals that we want to collect. Odin is kind of stationed there and not letting the demons through, so we have to go and find out what's going on there. And then we get over here to this foggy area, and Amy disappears. So we have to go and try and figure out where she is. There's another vampire here. So we're gonna have to deal with that. We're gonna have to deal with the charm experience. I'm gonna summon Angel because there's a Nekomata. The Nekomata is Dark type, so we want to attack her with Angel. And then the vampire is there already, waiting to charm my demon, but we avoid the charm. And then Zuriel immediately starts going in circles and not attacking, because of course it does. Okay, baby, please do something. Okay, Nekomata, you die. And thankfully nobody got charmed, this is a miracle. Okay, Gale, you do your thing, you attack Gurumite, it's fine, honestly. Oh no! Oh no! Zurio got charmed! Zurio getting charmed is worse. Okay, we're fine, actually, he died. Okay, Zurio, there's another vampire. Hate to say it. Hate to break it to you, I don't know where he is. There he is. Okay, so we're going to have Zurio go after the vampire. I sent Zurio on first because he's the slowest. And that's actually not who I want you to talk to. Yeah, you go attack the Nekomata. You go do that. You guys are going to be doing that. Okay, Zurio, you attack the vampire. Don't get charmed. The vampire is not sexy. You don't care about the vampire. It just takes 3 hits. So Grom actually has Tarukage, you can see like the effect. Never mind, I lied, it's speed up. It's not Tarukage, I don't know why I thought it was Tarukage. It has a buff. There's also buff skills in this game. They increase like either like the speed at which you attack or your power. They are useful. We're gonna use them not so much in this earlier stage of the game, but definitely later. Right, so Amy was actually, she like heard a couple of voices, got lost in the fog, thought it was us, it was actually the demons. So that's why she disappeared, but yeah, then she reunited with us, and she heard something about the Imperial Army, and I don't actually remember what thing it was. I think it was about how they're kidnapping demons, and that they don't really know why, but they were like trying to kidnap all the demons from the villages they're attacking. But I don't really know. Anyways, now we meet Odin, and turns out Odin is actually stationed there just because he wants to, like, charge a fee to every demon that wants to go into the crossroads, which I think is so random. But yeah, he's only there for money, actually. He's just, like, hustling. So, like, good for him. You know, tough times. We all gotta make ends meet, I guess. So yeah, we have to defeat Odin. Odin is, as you might guess, electricity type. So Zero is gonna come into play. These demons, for some reason, are all running away from me, which they don't usually do. So that's kind of funny. I immediately got an energy ball so I can later summon more demons, but now I kind of just want to defeat these early ones, and now I'm gonna like kind of just try to breeze through till I get to Odin. I don't actually want to fight a lot of these demons. So yeah, I'm actually going to ignore the skill room. I'm going to get this energy point. No, of course I got charm. Oh, never mind, I'm fine. Okay, you know, just okay, and then I'm going to actually return these demons because having to try and move all the demons is such a hassle. But this is an extremely risky move because there's a lot of demons over here, including another vampire, and I never know where the vampire is. So the vampire can kind of just charm me on the way. It has happened, and it's really bad. But I'm trying to just kind of move fast enough that they are chasing after me, but I am outpacing them. Getting over here into my nice and safe position, and I'm going to summon Gnome, and I'm going to summon Angel, I'm going to summon Dynamis. You can find the Lava Rat if you want, and these demons I'm going to immediately set to healing, because I don't want nobody to die, and then I'm going to finally summon Zuriel. And okay, we're all healing and stuff. And then Gnome is actually a nerf type, so you guys start attacking Odin. Including you, Gale. Though Gale, of all the demons, you're the one that needs to stay alive the most, because if Gale dies, the stage is over. And of course, Angel decided to get charmed, because some demons just have like a certain type of personality. But yeah, we're trying to get these demons charmed. My little gnome that is fighting for its life. This gnome is actually is an enemy's gnome. It's trying to heal the Odin, but we're stronger, we're faster, and he's dead. So yeah, we get rid of Odin. We do not pay any fees, and we can now go into the crossroads. The Gale starts not feeling so good, and he's like, "Oh, can you rush me to the mansion?" And we get the choice of either rushing him to the mansion or not. Depending on which one you choose, you get a different evolution of Gale. That was the first one. It's the thing in other Demi Kids games where the like which path you get kind of just comes down to a choice. And you have 3 final evolutions that you can get. And we kind of just go with the physical one because as I mentioned, the physical attacks are the strongest, at least the fastest. We obviously were in the speedrun, so we want to go fast. Anyways, we get to Iceland, we get to this village called Frost Village. It was completely ravaged. Then Rangda comes in and mentions that there's a temple in this area called the Ice Temple, which we suspect is probably where the crystals are. And then these 2 humans come along, that's Shun and Judy. They're part of the Liberation Force, the rebels, which are trying to fight back against the Imperial Army. I actually don't remember very well what they say. But it's basically like they're trying to fight against the army. You guys are trying to gather the crystals. There's a crystal in the temple. Go to the temple. Yeah. And now I'm going to fuse. Fusions. We're going to fuse our trusty Zuriel with Kali that we fused earlier into Lindlam, which is a demon that I'm kind of just going to fuse right away. And then I'm gonna use Dynamis that we've barely even seen. And I'm going to fuse Ho-Oh from Pokemon fame. And someone saying this is just Pokemon. Yeah, it's about to get Pokemon. This is Ho-Oh. We're in Iceland, as you might imagine. There's gonna be a lot of ice demons around here. And so we need a nice, strong fire type demon. And we head on to from Frost Village to these snowlands. In here, we're actually going to have to do a recruitment. We're going to recruit this demon called Malokbel, which is an electric type demon that we kind of just need for a later fusion. As we get here, we actually run into this Amanozaku that was turned into a... what do you call those guys? Snow guys. Snowman. Snow guys. Close enough. And yeah, that's because Yuki Onna is kinda just wreaking havoc around here, turning everyone into dolls. So that's who we have to fight in the stage. Yeah, there's Yuki Onna. Also using the Devil Children Red Book speedrun. We get her for free there. And there you go. We are going to first move over here because we need to get the attention of demons that are in this path. If we let them go, it takes forever. And then I'm going to summon Gnome. Going to attack the... Actually, I want to attack the Angel. And Gnome is going to attack the Malokbel since he's strong against it. And we're strong against the Angel, so I want to attack the Angel. Pretty intuitive, right? Now the Angel died. We can just attack the Malokbel that we're going to try and recruit. And I'm going to... You're basically dead, so I'm going to send the Gnome over here. And I'm going to try and recruit the Malokbel. We have like this neutral phase, so now we see. We have to wait a bit and then we find out if we recruit him or not. Takes a while. I really don't know why, but it takes a while. And we got him. Awesome. Okay, we head over here. We're going to set Gnome to heal, and we're also going to summon Angel. There you go. Because we want to attack a Unicorn that's over here. As I mentioned before, Unicorn, light type. So, when we fight a light type, things can get sketchy very quickly. You know, I kind of want the Gnome to be a little closer. You don't have to be so far away, okay? Angel, I don't know where you're going, but I would rather you went somewhere else. Okay, Unicorn is basically dead. You can attack the Imp. You're getting healed back up, that's good. Where are you going? It's almost dead, and there we go. Dead, so we're going to collect this energy ball so we can summon Oo. The thing with Oo is that since it's one of the first stronger demons that we have, he takes a lot more energy to summon. Kinda makes sense that stronger demon would take more energy to summon. So we need to collect one energy ball, summon Oo, and in the meantime I'm going to start attacking the demons that are over there. So you attack the Malokbel, you're super effective against it. You attack the Gnome, because the Gnome is going to be healing. We don't want any healing going on. And, well, except for our healing. I kind of want our healing to be going on. And now I'm going to carefully position the Ho-Oh to attack the Yuki Onna. Because if I kind of just send him off to attack the Yuki Onna, he's going to be going around in circles, he's not going to do anything. So, attack the Yuki Onna. He's still kind of not doing anything. Come on, guys. Is this my gnome? No. Come on. Right, only Yuki Onna left. There you go. First stage of the Iceland. You get a little good room as a reward. On to the next. In this stage, our objective is to kill all the demons, but also make sure that we protect this Jack Frost. This is Jack Frost that ran away from the Jack village. And they're still trying to kidnap him. So we have to make sure that he doesn't die. And the mechanic in the stage is that there's like these platforms and we have to press a button for the platforms to move. But we have a flying demon, because Ho-Ho can fly. So I will just send Ho-Ho to cross over to the other side of the river. And that's that. And I don't actually have to worry about the platforms at all. In the meantime, I'm also going to summon most of my demons. I'm going to summon Gnome, Mizuchi, and also Angel. Because there's a couple more demons over here at the bottom, and I kind of just want to split the party so I don't have to be like going back and forth. You attack Jack-Lantern, and now Ho-Ho, you're the star of the show. I need you to attack the Moloch Bell. I think by the time he's turning, should be over there. And you guys are going up, so I'm already gonna kind of move you up. Let's see, maybe you guys are fighting the right types, kinda-ish. Ho-Ho is over here. Ho-Ho, you have to first engage with the Moloch Bell, and I'm gonna switch him to do his special attack because it actually does more damage. In the meantime, we're over here. There's the unicorn, so I want to make sure that I attack the unicorn safely with healing by my side. And then set the angel to heal. And that's that. Awesome, cool. How's things going over here? You guys are fine. I'm actually gonna try and recruit the Jack-Lantern with the gnome, which is not gonna be guaranteed, but just to get that done. You're still good. Let me make sure you guys aren't dying over here. Yeah, okay, you're fine. Attack the pixie. Angel, please don't heal from so far away. I kinda don't like that. How's things going over here? I actually got the Jack-Lantern, that's awesome. So I'm going to return the gnome because I actually want him to do some backup work over here. I'm going to... I don't have enough energy. Never mind. Actually, no, I'm fine. I'll just return the Mizuchi. That will give me some energy back. And I can summon the gnome. I kind of summoned him on the wrong side, but that's okay. I'll just have him go around. Please attack the pixie. Then I might ask Ol for backup, but he probably won't make it on time, so I don't really care. But I'll still set him to attack. While this is going on, I'm going to drink water. I've been talking a lot. Oh, Angel died. That's okay. There we go. Nice and easy. We'll rescue the Jack Frost, so he actually joins us. We won't be using him in the party because we kind of don't have much of a need for an ice-type demon right now. We're kind of in the Iceland. But he does join us. We do get the Jack Frost. Now, before we advance, I'm going to go back to this stage, the Frost Village, so I can go to the fusion house and fuse our trusty angel with Mizuchi to make Jikokten. Yeah, that's right, Jikokten of Strange Journey fame. We're going to be using him. Jikokten is a wind-type demon, and there's going to be some earth-type demons coming up. So I want to have a wind-type demon at the ready. Put him in the party. Important step, never forget. And I also want to add one of the rooms that we got as a reward. And off to the next. We're going to the Despair Snowlands. So in the Despair Snowlands, it's one of those stages that we kind of just have to go to the end. You're gonna see the little hand emoji. Oh, we didn't show it just yet. Well, we're gonna see it soon. So we're going to just walk to the end, just like the last one. the strategy for this one is I'm going to summon Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh is very fast, so I'm actually going to summon Ho-Oh and then just like blast off the other way. And Ho is still going to catch up because it's just a very fast demon. We have like 15 minutes to this stage, by the way. That's like half of the run. And then we just set Akira to walk. There's usually a jack-o'-lantern that likes following us. So yeah, we're going to go off to this corner while Ho-Oh is still busy being born. And then we're going to send Ho-Oh as a distraction while we sneak by the other demons and get the end, basically. So Akira got to this corner. I'm going to put him around here, but I'm not going to do much more. For being called a spare snow, it seems very easy. Yeah, but look how many enemies there are. See all those red dots? Alright, Ho-Oh is... where are you going? Sorry for yelling. I keep forgetting I'm yelling like right into the microphone. The microphone's like right in front of me. Anyways, he really... like, Akira really shouldn't do that, because that kind of ruins my whole plan. Anyways, we got the attention of the one demon who prevented the disaster. I'm going to now send Ho-Oh right into the shark's mouth, as we say. That jack-o'-lantern is kind of just doing whatever over there. And now, while everyone is busy, I will try my best to sneak by. Look at that, everyone's distracted. This is the end point. There you go. Ta-da! Perfect plan, never failed, except for the couple of times that it did, because Ho-Oh got charmed and then the plan broke apart completely. But yeah, that one time it worked. It worked. That's all that matters. If it works once, it works always, right? That's how routing works. So we're going to the outside of the ice temple. There's a couple of demons we have to fight. I don't know why they're sleeping. I didn't get this far into the lore playthrough, so I don't actually know why they're sleeping. But here's Rangda. She's the Rangda that we saw earlier. And then she's like, hey, I recommend you guys don't enter the temple. And then they mirror like, oh, are you associated with that Rangda demon? Then you're enemies. Let's fight. So now we fight. First things first, we're going to get this energy point over here. This is going to attract the attention of a unicorn, so we have to be very careful. Maneuver carefully to make sure we don't immediately die to the unicorn. As soon as we get the energy point, I'm going to summon a gnome for backup healing purposes. And gnome, thankfully, just spawns very quickly, so we should actually not get low health at all. Soon as the unicorn is dead, which should be soon, I'm going to move to the temple so I can attract the attention of the next unicorn. And then I'm going to summon Zukokten. I would really prefer if the gnome got out of Akira's way. You can kind of see how the demons, if they're slower, they kind of get in each other's way. Yeah. Zukokten. Zukokten. Where's the unicorn? Unicorn's over there. I'm going to fight the unicorn. I kind of don't want to move. It's going to... special attack. Okay, fine. Where is the Katsu? Okay, this is the earth type demon that I mentioned that we need a wind type demon to fight. So I'm going to fight that. Heal up. Now Gale is a little low health, so I definitely want him to heal a bit first, but we need to get one more energy ball so we can summon a couple more demons. I'm gonna put Akira right there at the middle so I can summon demons, which are going to be Ho-Oh and Mizuchi. And you just kill the guy. Yep, awesome. Go over here. And now I'm just gonna kind of send them off to fight. As soon as Ho-Oh is up for fighting, I will send them all into the big fight. You attack the jack-lanterns. Ho-Oh, you attack this seal guy, I forget the name. You attack the sheep. And Gale, you have the big responsibility of attacking the angel that's right behind everyone. Healing them. We don't want that, and I will actually guide all the way there, guide Gale all the way there, because if I send him just to try and attack the angel, he will get lost. He does not know the way. The movement AI in this game, well, I could go on forever. So yeah. One jack-o'-lantern dead, that jack-o'-lantern is kind of just lost over there, so I'm going to just send Mizuchi to attack it. And I'm going to now attack the Kalis. I'm going to attack them with Maragi. They die basically to one Maragi. As soon as they... actually, never mind. It's almost one Maragi. Gale is still pretty high health, so there's only one Kali left. That's the last enemy. It's kind of outnumbered, so I'll let the good AI do its thing. The AI in this game that never fails, you know. Yeah, it's quite something, isn't it? Then we get into the Ice Temple. This temple has walls. And you know my feeling about walls. But thankfully it's just one. So we won't be suffering for too much. And you see your Mugen, I still don't know how to pronounce his name. But he is the caretaker of the crystal. He does not want to use the crystal. He in fact acquires us enemies immediately. As we ask him, can we please have the crystal? He's like, nope. And now we're gonna fight. Akira is very upset, and then he has like a connection with the Devilizer or something. And then he's like, okay, no, what, fine. I don't want to fight, but I guess I'll fight because he doesn't want to give us the crystal. So, in order to make sure we get through this wall nice and quick, I'm gonna get really close. So close that like Akira has no choice but to see the wall in front of him and attack it. And then I'll attack the wall. And then as soon as Ho-Ho is alive, he's gonna use Maragi on the wall, because otherwise the wall actually takes a while to destroy. And we go from there. Okay, wall is gone, so I'm going to set Ho-Ho to attack the Kali, and I want Gale to get that extra energy ball. Hopefully they won't fight right on top of the energy ball. Of course they'll fight right on top of the energy ball. Can you imagine them doing anything else? So I guess we have to wait for the Kali to die first. Fine, okay. Well, then in that case I'll set Ho-Ho to go and fight that Kali. I'll get the energy ball in the meantime, and I'll start summoning the rest of my demons. Going to summon Garu and Gnome. Yeah, you attack. I want Garoon. I actually don't want Garoon to fight you. I want Mizuchi to fight that Jack-Lantern. But I'm actually gonna say, actually doesn't care about this. I'm gonna already send off Ho-Ho to go and fight the last boss fight. Well, not the last boss fight, the boss fight. While we deal with that Jack-Lantern, now he's dead, I will send him off to fight the Garoom. And then I need the rest of the crew to move along. Come on, crew. Let's all go. We got this. Mizuchi, you can attack the Jormungand as well. I don't really care. I need the gnome to make sure our Ho-Ho doesn't die, because our Ho-Ho is kind of doing all the damage, to be honest. And then we just set everyone to attack. Okay, I'm gonna guide Gale gently around the demons to make sure he actually finds a place to attack, otherwise he would literally be there all day, I guarantee you. And Gnome is kind of just attacking from a safe distance. Now I just need to make sure that nobody is in risk of dying. We're doing a ton of damage, as you can see. He won't last long. Our Gnome is getting attacked, but that's okay. We can probably kill him before we get killed. Otohime is healing, but it's genuinely faster to just focus on attacking than it is to try and kill Otohime and then kill your Mugen. She just doesn't heal all that much. Our poor Gnome died. Rest in peace. When demons die in this game, they don't like get permanently dead like in like Megami Tensei and stuff, so we can let the demons die. And then, as you might imagine, as soon as your Mugen is dead, say gents. So that was that. We collected the Ice Crystal, which is the first of the crystals. There's 4 total. We're only gonna get 2 because the other 2 we get on Jin's route. So the routes are kind of split that way. Then we meet in the middle and central end. So yeah, sad music and stuff, but whatever, we got the crystal. Off to the world of Earth. Is what I would say, but actually I need to do fusions first, so I'm actually going back to the world of ice. To go to Dimension. we have, remember the Jack Lantern that we recruited? We're going to fuse it with the Moloch Bell that we recruited to fuse Dynamis. Dynamis is actually finally gonna have its time to shine now as our main healer with Medea. Pretty good health. Great demon. Then we're also going to fuse our Jack Frost that was so kind to ally itself with us, and we're going to fuse Ho-Oh into Tupon. Now you might think fusing Ho-Oh is sad, oh no. But Tupon is just such a great demon. First of all, fun fact, it's actually the first boss fight in Namek It's Dark. But it's just such a good demon. So wind type demon, we're going into the world of... No, I don't want to fuse Jacobden. We're going to the world of Earth, so wind type is going to be major in defeating a lot of the enemies. And yeah, it also has Tarukaja. So we're going to actually use it all the way till the end because of Tarukaja. Then we're actually going to fuse just this small little hippo that's just going to help us for like a single stage, but the one stage that it helps us with, it's very, very handy. Go and hit the party, and we want you, we want you, we want you. I don't really need the room anymore. And we go into the world of Earth. So we go into this Oasis place. We run into Rangda again. She's going to like show up right away. Actually, these guys show up first. I forgot. They're telling us that they found out about the village that's currently protecting the Messiahizer, and that they know that the Imperial Army is aiming to go there and steal it. So they're going to try and get there to protect it before the army gets to do so. And then Rangda shows up and she's like, "I want to join you guys." And Amy's like, "No way. You mean trouble." But she knows the way to the Light Temple, which is a temple that's going to have the other crystal that we need in this area. So because of that, we actually let her join, and off to the stage. So this stage is very time intensive. We want to make sure that we don't attract the attention of the wrong demons at the wrong time. Kind of do everything at the right time. So first we need this energy ball, and I'm going to move away from that corner so I don't accidentally aggro the Vatsha that's over there. I'm going to summon the... Oh god, gnome. Was it the gnome that I wanted? Actually, no, it wasn't. And the hippo. No, it was not the gnome. Jikokten is actually who I wanted, so I'm going to return the gnome. I need the hippo to attack the Kali, and I need Gale to go over there, especially before he dies, to attract the attention of that demon. Leprechaun, leprechaun, leprechaun. And now I might die, actually. Fun fact. There's a non-zero chance I'm going to die because I'm taking way too much damage. Hopefully I don't. I need Jikokten to attack the sheep. Thankfully they've kind of got distracted. Okay, I'll survive. I'll survive. I might need some time before I attack the other demons to heal up, but I'll survive. And that's the enemies on this side. Okay, as soon as this sheep is dead, we're gonna move over there to this corner, where we're going to face more demons, including Virtue. Virtue is a light type demon that has a very strong light type attack that I really don't want to deal with. And I would really, really appreciate if Gale moved over to the place where it can... Bro, attack the Virtue, okay? Like, I'm already in chance of dying and you're, heightening my chances. Hippo, attack. Okay, hopefully he dies before Dynamis gets super low health. Okay, now I want Jikokten. Okay, you guys, please get out of the way. Because I need Jikokten to go after the sheep that's over there. And Gale, where are you going? You're always going somewhere. Have you noticed that? Always got places to be. I'm going to attack the Kali, I guess. I'm going to make sure that these demons are not in chance of dying. You're kind of busy over there. I guess we'll just attack these one by one. The Angel's a good one to attack because it's a light type. Leprechaun is kind of... Look at this guy. Just genuinely, look at this guy move. We're right here. He just needs to attack us. And look how he moves. Nothing describes the AI of this game more than that. Look at that. He still hasn't dealt a single hit. And now Gale is doing the same. Oh my god. Anyways. You know what it is? There's these cactuses on the way, and they genuinely can't figure out how to navigate the cactuses. They're completely lost. Well, it doesn't matter. Look, the stage ended. Stage ended. Stage ended. We're fine. We're fine. That's all that matters. They're certainly contemplating. Off to the next stage. This stage can be very sketchy. You see those elephants over there? The Airavata. Airavata is a light type. We actually used to use it. Do we still use it? I think we still use it, at least in one of the routes for the Lemmy Kids games. Airavata is a strong light type demon, so it will deal a ton of damage. We cannot do a one-on-one fight with them. We will die. Or we'll be very close to dying, and a surrounding demon will finish us off. So we have to be very colorful here. Amanozaku shows up over there, you probably saw it very briefly, to share with us the information that the Messiahizer has been stolen by the army. So that's great, I guess. And off we go, we have to fight these demons. First, did I get the thing? Yeah, I did. I'm going to summon Dynamis, and I'm going to summon Tupon. And while I do so, I'm going to attack this Tsushigumo. Attack the Tsushigumo. Tupon takes a little longer to get summoned. I'm actually going to set Tupon to Tarokaja itself. He never Tarokajas himself. We're gonna see it. He's gonna Tarokaja go. Oh, he actually did it for once. Okay, awesome. Attacked the Tsushigumo, and now he's about to die. So I'm actually going to send off the Tupon as a distraction to attack the Airavata. And then after the Airavata is distracted, it's less tempted to start attacking Gale and immediately killing me. In the meantime, I need Dynamis to follow along. Come on, Dynamis. And now we're just kind of waiting carefully over there in the corner. Please do not get stuck on the cacti. And we're going to grab that extra energy point because we want to summon one more demon. We want to summon Jikokten so he can help with all of this situation over here. I do not want Tupon to die. Okay, Jikokten is out. We set Jikokten to attack any of the Earth-type demons, which are most of them. Tupon, you can attack the Leprechaun. Tupon is actually really strong, so I kind of just want Tupon to attack everything, to be honest. And I need the Dynamis to also not die. So it's not just healing others, you also need to heal yourself. Do not make sure that you're in the condition to heal others when you're trying to... make sure you're in your position to heal yourself when you're trying to heal others. Do not put your health on the way when helping others. That's the moral lesson of Devil Shuriken Messiahizer. If you can learn anything from this game. Can't say there's much to learn, but if you can learn anything. Anyways, 2 more of these Earth demons, and you know what? I'm actually gonna let them do their thing, because Akira is kind of slow, and we need to get to this corner later. So I'm gonna just start actually moving him there. Yeah, I'm going to make sure he's there, just not close enough that he's in a position where he's going to start going off and attacking the demons that are over on that corner by himself, because I really don't want him to do that. If he does that, it's over. But in a position where he's ready, right? And once again, there's another Airavata, so I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I'm going to send Tupon to attack and distract the Airavata. And then I move, I execute the strike, you know? Execute the strike, I send Gale to actually kill the Airavata. You have to be very careful. I have died to this stage many a time from not executing the strike correctly. And once Airavata got attention. Oh, there we're fine. We're fine. GG's. Now we just need the Leprechaun to not start running off. But he's going to die. There you go. So yeah, the rebels aren't doing great. The army has the Messiahizer. and we still need to go to the Light Temple, so that's kind of the problem. We have to do our own thing. They did, in fact, ask us, please focus on getting the crystals so they don't fall into the army's hands. We'll take care of the Messiahizer. So, only so much we can do. Now, this is probably my least favorite stage. As you can see, there's like those, what are they called in English? Runny sand. Sand vortex. There's a name for it. I don't remember what it is, but I'm sure you guys know it. Gale just like really likes walking right into them. Like there's like plenty of space and he'll walk right into them. So you'll probably see that. Quicksand, yeah, there you go. Quicksand, thank you so much. So yeah, I really don't like that stage because of that. It's really annoying. I'm going to grab this energy ball already. I'm going to attack the demons. These are the Frankies. They're electric type. They're probably like one of the strongest enemies we're going to face in like these next few stages. Not when they use their special attack, surprisingly, but when they just physically attack, they're pretty strong. As you can see, I'm getting pretty low health, but we'll be fine. I'm going to actually now return Jikokten so I can just focus on moving with Gale, otherwise we will deal with the quicksand situation as I mentioned. As long as I'm controlling him in Jimsen, we're fine. But as soon as I let him go off on his own, it's like the attraction to the quicksand. It's like a curious child. We're going to summon Dynamis and also Tupon. I'm going to immediately set Dynamis to heal because we're pretty low health. And there's actually other Dynamises. Dynamite, I don't know how to polarize it. There's actually other ones in the stage. So we're going to recruit an extra one. Because we want to run a double Dynamis setup, especially for the temple. So I'm going to move very carefully here with Gale to make sure he does not walk into the quicksand. Come on, come on. You got this, you got this. There you go. Good Gale, good Gale. And this is the reason why I like flying demons so much, because they can fly over the quicksand. You don't really have to worry. At this point I can just summon Jikokten again. And this guy is almost dead, so I'm going to, yeah, he's dead, so I'm going to send Tupon to attack the Virtue that's over here. There's a Virtue. Actually, I kind of want to deal with the Dynamis first. We're going to deal with the Dynamis first, actually. Attack the Dynamis. We have our own Dynamis, so recruiting Dynamis is very easy. We also had Gale. Dynamis is Star type, so we have like a guaranteed recruit, basically. As soon as this guy is dead, and it can take a while because he healed himself, we are going to attack the Virtue that's over here. And we need to make sure we get distracted with Tupon first so we don't die. Same strategy as Aravat, and then there's those two left. Okay, my health is pretty high at this point. So we're just gonna set everyone to attack. Going to recruit, and you go and attack the Virtue. And you go attack, I guess, the Frankie, I don't really care. Jikokten, you are a walker, so I do not want you to go near the quicksand. See, Frankie is actually getting attacked by the quicksand, so the environment is actually kind of helping me right now. Now I'm going to very carefully move around the Virtue to make sure I can attack it from a safe distance. Jikokten's kind of doing his thing over there. No, Gale, don't do it. Okay, he's actually just off of the edge of the quicksand, so we are fine. Are you okay? He's fine. I need this Dynamis to die. I want you to actually go and do offer some backup to Jikokten over here. Where's he going? Okay, attack the Dynamis. Dynamis, where are you going? Whatever. Whatever. Okay, you know what? In Gale's defense, there's like no way to go around this. So I'm just gonna have him do his special, which he can do at a distance. Dynamis, however, no defense. What are you even doing? And there you go. And then we kind of just attack these Dynamists, and that's it. Can take a while since they heal themselves, and I really don't have like a light type demon at this point. Dude, this attack actually does like nothing. Okay, we're gonna go the long way around. Might not be worth it. It might kill him before it, but I kind of just... Come on, you got this. Come on, Gale. Come on. No. You got this. Yeah. Oh well, he died actually. So much for that. Anyways, next stage. Yeah. So here's Skuld. Skuld has two sisters, Erd and Vivandi. I think that's their names. Vivandi is the leader of the Light Temple, and she has the Light Crystals. And they kind of like are in a fight or something. They're not getting along, basically. At least Erd, like that's Erd. We can convince Erd, but the Vivandi, we won't. Not to spoil it, but things are not gonna go great for Vivandi. Anyways, one more stage. This stage has like a bunch of Frankies and like a lot of demons that are like kind of each in its corner. So we're going to split off the party. First I need this energy point so I can summon my crew. Sure hope I still have Gnome in the party. I think I do. I sure do. I'm going to summon my good old reliable Gnome, and I'm going to summon Tupon, and I'm going to attack this Frankie. And I'm going to set a Gnome to attack because it's an Earth type demon, but also to defend because to heal, not defend, because it does have Dia. And then Tupon has a great big task of crossing these enemies and this land and attacking an Airavata that's right there, and it will surely not get lost on the way. So now you can like heal. I will cross this path. This like tiles hurt me and stuff, but there's only like a couple of them. And then I want Gnome to keep healing, but from a bit closer. And then while I'm here, I'm going to summon Dynamis because I want to attack a Virtue that's right there. So I need a heal. As I'm a bit more healed up, I will go off and attack. The attacking forces. Gnome, please get a little closer. I still don't know why they always want to be so far away. Did you make it? He didn't make it. He's over there doing this thing. Make sure I don't die. Then we attack the Otohime. Where do you think you're going? Trying to attack my Gnome? I don't think so. Are you done over here? Almost. Okay. As soon as Tupon's done over here, I'm gonna set him to attack this Tsushigumo. I'm gonna make sure I walk him over here, because otherwise he's gonna get stuck on this big block. I just know how this game works. Otohime is slowly dying. And I'm going to return the Gnome, and I'm going to move the crew through the damage tiles over here, so they can comfortably position themselves in front of the Frankies. Then I'm actually going to resummon the Gnome and also Zikokten. And my Gnome is going to fight the Frankies. My little level 5 Gnome that could. Fearless and strong. Fighting the Frankies. And in the meantime, we're kind of just healing. Tupon's finished. I would love for them to kind of not wander off. But overall, we'll be fine. And there you go. Stage cleared. We are outside of the Light Temple. We have Erd in our party now, as well as Skuld. And we are ready for the Light Temple. So party, we're going to add Earth, Scald, add another Dynamis, and I'm going to return Hippo and Gnome, and also Jikokten, which are all the way at the top. Off to the Light Temple. So, like the legends say, there can't be a Mega 10 game without a teleport dungeon. So in this stage we have some teleporters. Basically as soon as you step on them, they kind of teleport you every like 5 seconds or so. And so basically we're just going to like move all the way to the center. This kind of goes in circles. As soon as we're close to the center, we're going to summon our healing party. That's the 2 Dynamists that we have, as well as 2 Pawn. And we're going to attack the Vivendi. Vivendi is light type, so it can kill us just as quickly as we can kill her. She also has a little crew of like virtues and stuff, so we have to be a little careful. For the most part, we can do this. Get the energy point, we're gonna need a couple. And that's the little teleporter. As soon as we go, we're gonna see it over here. I'm gonna set the movement to go to the left. These are the couple damage tiles that we're gonna just walk through. Pretend they do nothing. Make sure we don't attract the attention of the Dynamis. That's right there. Okay. Go over to this point. Yeah, over here. Might attract the attention of a Golem. I think I did, but that's fine. Yeah, they're kind of going after me. That's okay though. Go over here, and we're off to the last part. They're kind enough to have just a statue that's healing us over here. It's trying so hard to heal us. I'm dodging all the healing. And I'm going to stand right in front of the teleport and summon my demons. I'm going to actually only summon the Dynamists when we're when I cross. Just a little easier to manage. They summon themselves pretty quickly. Okay, please use Tarukaja on yourself. Of course you didn't. Please use Tarukaja. You know what? You're fine. You know what? Sure. You don't want to use Tarukaja on yourself? Whatever. And we're going to attack the Virtue. And then, with Gale, we can now move because the Virtue is distracted, so it won't start immediately, vigorously killing me. And I'm going to summon the Dynamist number 1 and also Dynamist number 2. And then I start attacking the Vivendi. I'm going to make sure Gale is being healed, but I also want the Virtue to die. But I mostly want Gale to not die, so actually let me make sure I double heal, because he's actually getting attacked, which usually Vivendi actually doesn't attack, but she's attacking for once, so let me make sure he doesn't die. Yeah, we're attacking, healing, attacking, we'll be fine now. Okay, you can attack the Virtue now. And set back to healing. 2 Pawn, please attack. Exactly. And there she goes. Unfortunately, there she goes. But we got the Light Crystal, so yay. Sad music. And Gale is having a stomachache again, so we send him off to the Heretic Mansion. And he transforms into his last evolution. And there's a second reason why we kind of go with this route, with like this path of evolution. This evolution of Gale flies. So we can kind of bypass a lot of the terrains that the last stages have. There's a stage that we're going to see that flying is quite useful. So yeah, even if this evolution could possibly be a little weaker, which I don't think it is, it's 100% worth it just because it flies. Right, so we met back with Jean and Lena, and he got the other crystals, so now we go to Central Land. Because we know that they are built... Alright, how could I forget? So we know that the Imperial Army is doing 3 things, right? It has the Missileizer, They're kidnapping demons. And then we also heard, I think it was from Jack Frost, I forgot to mention, that they have a big machine. They're building a machine. I clicked on the wrong place. They have a big machine. They're building a big machine in the Dark Palace. Dark Palace is in Central Land, for those that are not up to date with your Demi-Kids lore, which I imagine is most people in the world. So we head to the Dark Palace now because we need to find out what the heck are they doing with the big machine. Especially, as you can see, look, these are the demons being kidnapped live. They're being kidnapped live. So we need to know. We need to stop them. So now we're in Central Land, the last world of the game, and we are going to fight a bunch of Imperial Army demons, as you might imagine. Now we're in their like home turf. That is such a good mode. Anyways, this is like a terrain thing that we still get slightly affected by, but we can just kind of fly over to this corner, which is where I want to start the battle. I want to go from left to right. And comfortably stand over here as I summon 2 pawn, because there's a bunch of golems. There was actually a golem in the previous stage as well. Didn't even have to mention. Oh, he is kind of advancing more than I would have liked. You're not supposed to start fighting me. Or most importantly, starting... You can actually attack the eggs, as you can see. You can like attack the demon before he's even born. You started doing that, but it doesn't matter, because the golem is going to die very, very quickly. As they're kind of going off and doing their own thing over there, I'm going to start attacking the demons over here in the middle. I do want to make sure I'm like healing, because there's a lot of demons. If they all start attacking Gale, it can actually get a little dangerous. Another one's another golem. If I can get to the golem, that'd be great. Oh, 2 pawn, you have like the right intention, because you're actually going to try and like go around the tree. I see the vision of what you're doing. I don't like Dynamis being isolated over here, because it's Dynamis is really not strong enough to be fighting by itself, but it's okay. We have another Dynamis, worst case scenario. That one died. I can attack, well, in this case, the golem first. Yeah, make sure that this Burafma, I think it's like Brahma in English. Make sure we can attack this guy. And he's dead, so we attack the rest. There's a bunch more demons over here. Going to attack the Sylphs. Shout out to Sylph in SMT1. This one is just as annoying, to be honest. They're wind type, so we're kind of just not really strong against them. We also don't have a strong demon to fight them that I could summon instead. So it's just a war of attrition, and we slowly win. As we do Yuki Onna as well. Kind of the same situation. I do have Skull, but Skull takes like 22 points to summon. Just summoning Skull destroys my budget. So Skull will be very important for the rest of the game, just not in this stage. And now I kind of just divide them. I know Gale is slightly stronger against Yuki Onna, so I'm gonna have him fight the Yuki Onna over there in the corner. And I will have Dynamis actually back up 2 pawns. 2 pawns is slightly weaker. We're pretty strong at this point. Gale can kind of take everything on its own. As long as it's not a light type demon, he has it under control. So as soon as Yuki Onna is dead, I'm gonna send him off to fight the Sylph as well. And that's the stage. There you go. So off we go with Jin further into Central Lands. Rank A, who do we get? A little gnome. So in this stage, there's going to be a lot of enemies. These ones are actually like relatively strong. These are definitely not like low level demons like we saw in the previous stage. And we also have to destroy these pillars. There's like 6 of them and they're all spread throughout the stage. And they attack you, so in order to win, it's not just attacking the pillars, we actually have to kill all the demons. but we have to make sure we get rid of the pillars, otherwise they do a lot of damage. It's also the first stage that we actually start with 30 energy instead of 15, because you're already kind of expected to have stronger demons at this point, and most of them take they just cost too much energy to summon. So 15 only gets you so far. Why did he go right past the energy wall? So first we're gonna get this one, and then I'm gonna just fly with Gale, and this is the convenience of a flying Gale, right? We can just fly past the stage, basically. Ignore the beautiful layout and just kind of fly where we wanna go. I'm gonna get this energy, and we're going to summon Scald and or Reliable, or good old Tupon. So Scald is a fire type demon. Also Dynamis, can never forget. Where would I be without Dynamis? Scald's a fire type demon, has like Maragion, and she's pretty strong. Like the physical attack is mostly what I'm gonna use. I'm not even gonna use Maragion, and she's just pretty strong. Now this is Nue. Nue is like electric type, so we're not really super effective against him. We're kind of just trying to attack. So I'm also gonna set Gale to attack it. And this is Fubaba, which is earth type, so Tupon, obvious choice. So now I'm going to send off Skull over here to attack that pillar. In the meantime, I'm actually going to go for the middle, attack this pillar. You guys please follow along. Attack the pillar, heal. Hits kills in like one turn. Kinda want him to attack this guy. Meantime, we're just going to be fighting these demons in the middle. I know you're gonna have a hard time going through these rocks, so I'm not even gonna bother. I'm going to guide you. In the meantime, I want Skull to actually attack the next crystal, I mean pillar, whatever you want to call it. Over here, you fight the Fulaba. Thankfully, I don't know why, but these enemies don't really aggro. Like they should be able to see me, right? But they don't aggro. They kind of just go one at a time. They're very respectful, really. Skull, you have more things to do. Where's the other one? There's one at the bottom, I'm pretty sure. So I'm gonna send it through there, make sure nobody's dying. Yeah, you fight this one. Fight the Baron, then this is Thor. I'm gonna just fight Thor over there. Bring Tupon back from his little adventure. Where's Scald? Scald is attacking the crystal. Okay, now attack the Sylph. We're fighting Thor vigorously. Thor's pretty strong, actually. Now we want to heal for a bit before I send them off to fight a couple more demons over on this side. That one's a light type demon, so you know, gotta tread carefully. If you can attack Tupon instead, that'd be great. Is there any other ones? I think there's still one other one, right? Nope, there isn't. So it's just that. And he's dead. Nope. Oh, never mind. We're fine. We're fine. I was like, the stage didn't end, but no, it ended. We're fine. Alright, so that was the stage. Next stage is one of our favorites. A stage where we just go to the end. We go to the end point and it ends. And this one is the one where it's like really, really important that we have a flying demon. Because I'm not even going to summon anyone else. I have to get there, I will just fly there. There's like a ton of demons here, especially some that we didn't even see, like low-key. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because I'm just flying to the end. So we're going to go to the cliff. And like completely ignore like all of these demons that are kind of just laying around here. And then we just cross over to the other side because we don't actually have to like, yeah, there's like a whole mechanic of like having to press the button, waiting for the platform and stuff like that. We don't need any of that. We're just going to walk by, ignore the Sylph that wants to attack us. And we walk onto the platform. There you go. GG's. This should be the single stage that we have a rank S. And we get an S Nekomata. That's the word, an S Nekomata. How different is an S Nekomata from a normal Nekomata? I have no idea. There you go, S Nekomata. Wouldn't be an RTS run if you didn't cheat at least one amplifiers. I know, right? This is a real RTS game. I look like a children's game, but it's not. So here's like the big baddie, Skaha. She's the one that built the machine. She puts Jin and Ren to sleep, and we have to fight her. She's the one that's been kidnapping all the demons. So boss fight time. We're going to like all these are like tiles that have like different status effects. We fly past them. We don't have to worry about them. We're going to grab another energy point, and then we're going to place ourselves in somewhere that we're like close to the boss, but just off of their sight, so we can summon our demons, buff, and then start fighting. This fight can be a little annoying because it has like a bind. I guess I'm not sure if it's exactly like paralysis or bind, but it has like a bind like spell. So if we all get bound at the same time, it can get a really like. At worst, it's annoying. Like at best, it's oh god, I attracted the attention of the Tengu too early. Whoops. That's not great. But yeah, annoying at best, dangerous at worst. Like you can see the Tengu is actually quite strong. So where are you going? Please don't move too much to the left. Okay, thanks. Going to start healing right away. Otherwise, he might actually kill me. 2-pawn usually is I set him to buff everyone before we start fighting. I guess today we're doing things a little differently. I want him to also buff Skulls. Yeah, it's a lot of damage. Yeah, you don't do that, Skull. You do what I'll tell you to do. I need you to attack Loki, and you can, I guess, attack the other Tengu if you're so committed to attacking the Tengus, I guess. And then Skaha finally is aware of what's going on. She's like, oh, you guys are fighting? I guess I'll join. So yeah, fight actually begins now with the boss fight. I kinda... Oof, she froze my Dynamis. That's not great, but I will just start attacking her. And now I'm going to... So the thing is that she can only really attack the demons that are in front of her, so you kind of want to put a demon one in each angle so she can't paralyze multiple demons at the same time. But as you can see, she's kind of successfully paralyzing my entire party. Okay, thankfully Dynamis, the paralysis is worn out. That's good. Because I do want a healer, otherwise things get sketchy. Okay, you're also not paralyzed anymore. You still have like enough health, we're probably gonna be okay. Okay, 2-pawn, I'm already gonna send you off to go do something else. You're gonna stand over here, because there's going to be a demon that's like going back and forth that I want to catch the attention of. And I'm going to send Gale right after. Where is he? He's over there, so he's about to engage in battle. And I'm gonna send Gale over from the other side, and he should die pretty quickly. He's a light. No, he's a dark type actually. It's a dark type. What are you guys doing over here? Follow us for the fun. But he'll die pretty quickly. Nope. And we're fine. And there you go, we defeated the big baddie, but actually she managed to escape right before we can defeat her. She runs off into the room with the big machine. And you know, Jin and Rand and Lin are kind of out of commission, so we have to do this ourselves. And you might think, what happens in Jin's route? The same, just the other way around. I'm not exactly sure how both like routes can coexist, but in the original Demikins they also kind of don't coexist, because like there is one game where they coexist because they both have like different fights, and they're both like, okay, I'm gonna fight this one, you're gonna fight that one. But there are some where it's like the fights, both games clearly don't coexist for the single point of the last boss fight. Oh, anyway, sorry, I'm distracted. Anyway, so the big machine, what it's doing is that it's like absorbing demons, it's draining their energy so that it can power the Messiah-lizer, so you can like resummon the Messiah, not the Messiah, so resummon the big demon that was sealed away by the Messiah. And then they absorb Gale, but Akira is like, oh, but you also need the crystals, right? So I'm going to throw in the crystals, and then the machine has so much energy that it breaks. Like, it just overloaded with the energy. So yeah, so all the demons are freed, including Gale, but also including the big bad demon that we're kind of trying to not have be summoned. So there he is. His name is Gap, like the company. And as soon as he's summoned, Skaha is like, yeah, haha, I got him. Now attack them. And Gap is like, yeah, I'm not gonna follow your orders. You can order me around. So he immediately kills her. You know, the classic last boss fight. So now we have to fight Gap. And Gap has a very interesting stage. Basically, there's like a node for every single type, and as soon as you attack the node, his type changes. But you don't actually need to attack the nodes. As soon as you attack a node, you get like an energy point, but we only have so many demons, so we don't really need to attack the node, especially when there's not any energy points lying around. So what we're going to do is we're going to go specifically in front of the fire type node, which for some reason puts his affinity as ice. I don't actually understand the logic behind it, but you know, it does. And we're going to summon Skuld, we're going to summon Tupon, and our good old Dynamis for healing. Very important. We're going to summon Tupon, Dynamis for healing. We're going to buff everyone up with Tupon, and then we're going to start attacking. And then it's kind of a race to see who dies first, to be honest. It kind of is that way. I've never actually died to this fight, but it can happen. Now, because we haven't seen it, if you die in the stage, you can restart it. They don't let you change which demons you have equipped and stuff like that, but you can just restart it. So as soon as we attack it, he's going to show up and like blow like a big attack that's going to like push us all the way. The first thing I want to do is actually attack with Skuld, not with Gale. With Skuld, because I don't want him to be attacking Gale. I want him to be attacking someone else, literally anyone else. Because if he attacks Gale, then we're at risk of dying. If he attacks literally anyone else, then we are a little safer against that. I would love for you guys to not be so far away. Healing, please. And Tupon, you do your thing, you attack. So because his type is ice, Skuld does a ton of damage. And that's the reason why we use her. As you can see, like, he's literally already close to dying. And Gale is still pretty safe because he's not getting attacked directly. And he died. There you go. That was the last boss fight. So yeah, we defeated Gap. You could even say we closed the gap. Haha. And all the demons were freed. All the demons that were kidnapped. So the world goes back to peace. And yeah, that was Akira's route. Now the time ends after the credits once we do the NG plus save, which I can't actually save, so it's equivalent if you kind of just say no to the NG plus save, to be honest. And that's that. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this run. It was probably very confusing. I hope it was at least amusing. I actually really like this game. I think it's such a funny game. It's so different from all the other. Why did they make this? I don't know. It brings me a lot of joy. It's surprisingly short. So if you've ever been curious about the weird spin-off that everyone kind of just mentions in passing, because people always talk about this game like it's some kind of mystery, check it out. Check out the speedrun. It's very easy and it's very quick. So yeah, I'm going to move my mouse to the timer because I can't actually do both at the same time, so I'll do them as quickly as I can. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Stay tuned to the rest of the SMT marathon. We have KMT and DDS2 left. I will be on commentary for KMT. If you'd like to see more Mega 10 runs, and especially runs of like these weird games, follow me, I guess. And yeah, time is coming up. end. It's not actually on end. It's right after end. Yeah, I'm very excited about the KMT run. KMT race, rather. The 2 KMT runs. Rank D, I have no idea. Yes? That's actually a PB. Is that actually? Wait. Why is it a PB though? Why is it a PB? Wait, why is it a PB? Why is it faster than my... I even messed up with the save at the beginning. That makes no sense. Ah, man. Alright, I'm not gonna subject you guys to any more demi-kids. There's only so much demi-kids that a man can take. So I will pass us on to intermission as we prepare for the amazing SMT, so not SMT, sorry, Shin Megami Tensei race coming up. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you very soon.